on the opening day of the season, giving City the lead. Reijnders then made it 2, and then early in the second half, Haaland made it 3, Cherki made it 4, and in all honesty, so many pluses, so many positives. The Blues are off and running in style here at Molineux. The final score, Wolves 0, City 4. Well, let's go down to pitch side, and I can see FG and Michael. Let's hear from them.
Thank you very much, Ali. As you can hear, we are here at Wolves. It's good to be back, Brownie. Manchester City 4-0 winners here at Molineux.
These are the days to come back. Away performances right in front of the supporters. Players are just going to head over. There was some special mentions, wasn't there? A great team ethic straight away. Front foot. Substitutes coming on, doing things. Reijnders' performance, the youngsters, Trafford, Rico Lewis, Oscar Bob, we can go on and on. John Stones' minutes. But this is what it's about. We've been waiting. It feels like it's been too long, FG. Fantastic.
I mean, we're just going to take a moment and pan the camera towards our amazing away support. They've had it difficult, probably not as a football fan, but in terms of the standards this team has set. They are incredible. They've been brilliant all throughout, and they're reaping the rewards of a brand new start. In particular, brand new signings making an impact.
Brand new signings. This is always a great place where you come and win, because you have the whole lower tier. We started up there early on the left-hand side when we're doing all the fans, where we're asking them about what they expect. But this is where it starts to get good, as they start to drift in. When it's been a top performance, when it's been performers, these fans have seen a really great team.
And let's bring the camera with us. Let's bring the camera in front of us, just so they can zoom in and see the players appreciating the support. That's been magnificent. But these players were fantastic, and what a statement start to our Premier League campaign.
Right, it's brilliant. This is welcome back, isn't it? People wondering what type of team, what we're going to perform with this. Is it going to be straight away on the front foot? Are we going to get the wins? Are we going to get the performances? We got everything today, FG.
We did indeed, and we also see now our new club captain, Bernardo Silva, who was fantastic. Ruben Diaz, who's currently wearing the captain's armband, and brand new signing, Cherki as well. It just seems
He's
like
got a bit of magic, hasn't he? Yeah, straight away. Bernardo, do you remember the run down in that far corner? The unselfish one. That's why he's the leader, that's why he's the captain. The big man in the picture there. Lovely left-footed finish, a nice simple tap-in, and a really good strike to go with his second.
And also a word for this man, Rico Lewis. An assist. He's looking at the camera, he knows we're talking about him. Fantastic performance from him, and he was brilliant. He looks to be a lot more comfortable in that role where he's stepping into midfield as well.
He's so comfortable, whichever role he wants to go into. John Stones, big performance from him. That is a welcome back with someone stepping in. It's a real top performance. You can see by the reaction of the supporters, everybody's still here. So appreciating what the team have brought, and the depth, the squad, everything about it just looks so much better, doesn't it? And the average age coming down, as Ali said in the commentary. Looks good. It's really good. I'm excited, FG.
We're looking at the substitutes that we brought on as well. Like you said, strength and depth seemed to be what we were lacking last season. Now a massive well done and congratulations to our recruitment team, because we've seen the impact of some of them already, and there's plenty more to come.
There's plenty more. Do you know, it's not finished. Well, the ins and outs we'll soon see. When you get to the end of the window, that's when you realise what you've got. But yeah, I think it's something to go, something to build on. I think all of a sudden a few of the teams might go, oh, we'll have a little look. Manchester City could be a different side as John Stones.
And John Stones,
is a great touch,
John Stones isn't done, because he's noticed the fan wants his shirt, and of course, as the leader he is, that's exactly what he's doing. And what a performance, and how great is it to see him back as well.
Look at that, eh? Doesn't get any better, does it? He goes into the fans, gives them a love, gives him the shirt, has a little chat with him. It's about making the difference in it. These players going the extra mile to support us for moments that you'll never forget.
And there's a massive reason why John Stones is loved, and what a servant he's been to Manchester City, and we're so grateful to continue having him here at Molineux. Now, let's talk about the away game, shall we? As a whole, we've been asked this season, me and you, to do our thing and to rate away games out of 10. Now, I mean, overall experience for you, it's your first one of the season, you're with me, so that probably bumps it up.
That bumps it up an extra mile. It's been a while, so I'm sick of it yet, because I've had a gap. We've had a little bit of a holiday, haven't we? Where we want to rate this one?
It's
We've
really
got to go
difficult.
straight in with an 8 or a 9 today.
I don't want to go too high.
Why not?
But the season
I'm going to
is
go
a long
high. I'm going to go
season.
8.5. There you go, 8.5 today.
I mean, Saturday 5:30, I'm pretty sure our supporters have had a good time. You're going to go 8.5 for the first one. The food in the press round was sensational. What was your highlight of this away performance?
The highlight
or the away experience?
You trying to make up all the things about me being late, exaggerating. I think that's the highlight. As I've run onto camera, you give me a bit of stick. Ears not really working, and then we got it away. But the performance, hey, team performance. I'm a team player, FG. It's all about the team. I'm not going to name it.
Just trying to throw me under the bus a bit like I did earlier on, by the way. You can vote, by the way, in a poll. We can get a poll for next week, whether you were actually late or whether I was pretending. I would never do that to a legend like Michael Brown. So 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, 8.5, why not?
Okay,
I think that's right.
Yeah,
and I'm sure the guys will agree in the studio.
Well, we're going to bring the studio in right now, actually, and I'm not going to argue with Michael Brown. We're going to give it an 8.5 because I can't argue with a legend.
Fair enough, FG. And do you know what? That press food at Wolves is incredible, by the way. So I am fully behind you. Did you get a pick and mix?
I did get a pick and mix, actually, but I didn't get a last-minute winner like you did last year. I've heard you.
Natalie, it was gone in the. By the way, I sat next to him as I started my comms, and that pick and mix was gone in the 46th minute. Let me tell you,
I did pick it.
Didn't last long. We didn't get the ending like me and you did over here next to the dugouts, did we? That was as good as it got. That was really special. But today, all round, it was the control. Once that first goal went in, fantastic to be here in front of these supporters. They were loving it, that's for certain.
Who's your man of the match then?
Man of the match. Oh, why have you done
Erling
that to me?
Haaland, Reijnders.
No, I'm going midfield, aren't I? I'm going to go for the midfielder all day long. Reijnders all day. It's got to be, no? Surely.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, Brownie. The first of many.
Bring it on.
Crossed.
Bring it on the season. Look forward to it.
I hope you guys have enjoyed our coverage. Brownie will be on time next time out, and I hope the studio are very happy because we're feeling very, very happy and very excited for this season. Thanks for joining us here.
We're really happy, guys. We're really happy. Travel home safely. It's lovely to see you both. Loving the jacket, FG. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys. So FG and Michael Brown, 8.5 for their away trip to Wolves because the press food was good. Oh, yeah. We'll be doing that all season long as well. So City have won 4-0. That makes it 9 out of 10 opening day victories for Pep. You got 2 Erling Haaland goals today, which means that he has now scored 10 Premier League goals versus Wolves, which is more than any other club. And then you got debut goals from Tijjani, Reijnders and Cherki, and a debut clean sheet for James Trafford. Pretty, I mean, couldn't ask for more all round today. What a wonderful, wonderful opening weekend of the Premier League. I am so, so happy. Joined still in the studio by Paul Dickov and by Mark Kennedy. Paul, I'm just made up. I've got nothing. It was just brilliant.
They were absolutely fantastic. Me and Mark were just chatting before we came on camera there, saying that apart from maybe 5-10 minutes in the first half, they were absolutely outstanding all the way through. I think it's about harsh 8.5 out of 10. I'll go higher than that. First game of the season away from home, clean sheet, 4-0, which I predicted, by the way. I'll just chuck that in there.
He did.
And it's the squad depth for me that's just ridiculous. You know, we're bringing on Kuzanov, Nico O'Reilly, Marmoush, Cherki, and then you've got Gundogan still on the bench. You've got Nathan Ake on the bench. You've got Akanji on the bench. You've got Foden and Rodri sitting in the stands, and they're still going to put that performance out. It's just ridiculous.
And I'm not trying to big it up even more. Mark, to me, it didn't really feel like City got out of second gear either.
No, I thought they were really comfortable. But I think they're so good they make it look like that. I'll have no doubts that they've worked their socks off. They've maximised themselves. Just again, listening to Dickie, the strength and depth. There was just I couldn't really find a fault in anything today. And for me, I was really excited about the start of the season to see what City are like. And I know it's only one game, so be really careful what I say. But if that's anything to go by, they're back 100%.
Ooh. Just got tingles, Mark. Tingles all over because I agree City are well and truly back.
Well, you do.
Yeah,
you do.
Sorry. Not again.
Not changed, mate, has it?
Nothing's changed.
Let's have a look at the 2 goals. So then, of course, it was 2-0 at half-time. City with another 2 goals in the second half. The first one coming 3-0. So I want to talk about this full goal from when James Trafford got the ball, because I think it's really important that we go all the way back to there and we give him his flowers as well, because when he got the ball, he was so calm. And what I've first of all noticed, Paul, of course, is that he didn't play it short. We know that Pep Guardiola invented the playing out from the back. He didn't play it short. He was calm. He had to look up, and he just dinked the ball over to Tijjani Reijnders, who was pretty much on the halfway line. So even that individual move, I love to see.
Well, he's got that in the locker. Mark spoke about it before the game, saying he's very comfortable with his feet, which you have to be a goalkeeper. We've seen it with Stefan Ortega, obviously Ederson, and now we're seeing it with James. He's a fantastic footballer as well as a fantastic goalkeeper. And a great little dink in. And then Reijnders, obviously getting the ball, driving forward, plays the ball outside to Oscar Bob. And a lot of midfielders would have stopped in and let the winger get up one-on-one, but he's made that little inside run again. Then kept his run going, fantastic cutback, and then Erling with an unbelievable finish with his left foot into the corner. So it's just a wonderful team goal, but it's something we've seen City do time and time again.
Yeah, it was a lovely finish. I mean, lovely start to finish for me, Mark. But Haaland's finish, we saw two very different finishes from him today. You know, the one in the right place, tap in for him, and the other stunning strike. Yeah,
and there's a lot to be said about the tap-ins. I mean, there's a lot of coaches and managers work with strikers, and you can't get them in the box, you can't get them in the between the posts. So as easy as it looks, you know, it's to have the skills to get to score them types of goals where they are. But he left foot, right foot, he's strong in the air. What I really liked about his second goal was the run from Reijnders when he played it out wide. He actually runs, again, apologies, from the pocket down the line, and he actually clears the space for the ball to come back to him. So, but that's been a huge part of City's DNA. They've been doing it for years with multiple other players. It's a non-negotiable for the manager. It's pretty clear to see when you see everybody doing it. But the finish was, I mean, he made it look really easy, but he's just world class. He really is. I'm a huge fan. He's brilliant.
Lovely opening day for him again. 10 goals now he scored against Wolves, the most he scored against any other team in the Premier League. So City then went on to make it 4-0. A lot of changes, as Paul said before. Substitutes came on. Rayan Cherki came on for his Premier League debut. And Rayan Cherki has well and truly laid down a mark for himself. We all knew it. We knew that he had that maverick inside him. And if I was excited before, I am even more excited about him now. So he played a lovely 1-2 with Nico O'Reilly. And again, it's the shot. It's from so far out. It's the edge of the box, Paul. It was another stunning strike. It
was, but from the minute he came on the pitch, he was flicking. He was back heeling round the corner. He was playing little 1-2s. And we all know he's a super talent. We've seen him do it pre-season. We've seen him do it in League One. Premier League's different, you know. And we said before about him coming on, making a difference if we need it. But a little back heel, getting the ball back, and then the finish. I don't actually know if he's right-footed or left-footed. We've been watching him. I think he's right-footed. But then striking that in with his left, he's a special talent, and he's going to cause us lots of good memories this season.
And it's his birthday tomorrow, so a happy 22nd birthday to Rayan Cherki for tomorrow. Lovely birthday present, debut goal for him as well. Now, we know that you YouTubers, we love you watching on YouTube. We love you. But you do get carried away a little bit. Let's all take a breath, because the comments now that are coming in on YouTube, are you ready for this one? Reijnders was Kevin De Bruyne at half-time. Reijnders is now Yaya Toure. And Cherki is David Silva.
Wow.
Right.
What are we thinking?
Let's have a few more games yet, yeah. I tell you, if they keep producing like that, they're going to be cult heroes with the fans. If they're going to be doing that every single week, they could eventually, in a long time, be up there with the names we're talking about.
I can't pick between... I mean, if I've got a new favourite City player, I don't know if it's Reijnders or Cherki. And that's a nice fan problem to have as well. Who would you go for?
I spoke a lot about Reijnders before the game, so I'll probably go with him. But then after seeing Cherki for the last 20 minutes, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought when Cherki came on, for the time he was on the pitch, I thought he was the best player on the pitch.
I love that, Mark. OK, I just love that. I just hope that he keeps his freedom and the unexpectedness of his game as well. I also want to mention Trafford. We've mentioned him quite a lot. We mentioned him a bit half-time as well. But a clean sheet on his debut. And I said to you both at the end, I want us to keep the clean sheet, because there was games last season where we dominated, but we slipped towards the end, and we would give up the clean sheet in the final moments of games. So he just looked really comfortable, and he made a couple of good saves as well, Mark.
Yeah, I thought everything about his game. He was assured, he was quick off the line. I thought he made a lot of things simpler than they were. I don't think Wolves, in fairness, really tested him, but everything he had to deal with, he did. The only thing I didn't see today, which is not his fault, he wasn't asked, was what was he like coming catching crosses. But I know Trafford is size and that, he's hugely confident, but he's got an incredibly calm presence about him. And although he doesn't look as elegant as an Ederson on the ball, he's incredibly good with his feet.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. He did. He made everything look simple. I love that explanation.
Yeah, but he must have had, for a goalkeeper, he needs to have an incredible mentality not to panic and things. And Mark touched on it before the game, that he would have been nervous.
100%.
You know, going into
Absolutely.
today. Because it was a massive... He's played in big games, obviously, for Burnley and England on a 21 final. But that's probably the biggest game he's played in, making his debut in the Premier League for his boyhood club. But he would never have noticed. He just looked so comfortable in everything he did. And
It was brilliant.
like Mark said, he made everything look easier than what it probably was in some of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as far as an opening day goes, I keep saying I couldn't really ask for more today. In terms of what we've learned from today, because obviously we spoke before and we've spoken a lot about the introduction of the new coaching staff, the new players. You know, some of our absolute core players that we've had, you know, in the treble season left in the summer, you know, with Kev, Kyle Walker, Jack Grealish. And we talked about this being a refresh. So I know it's only one game, but what have we seen from today's game, Mark, that gives you any indication of what sort of City we're going to see this season?
There was two things that really stood out to me today. The headlines for me were how they pressed. It was like when Pep originally took over and it was a high press and full press all over the place. The high line is interesting because Wolves were unlucky to expose it. It'd be interesting to see how that carries on with it. But when you press so aggressively and so high and you're front-footed, you have to have a high line anyway. So they were the headlines for me today. But I really thought that the quality and the skill set and the execution in the play was excellent. It looked like men against boys. It wasn't. I mean, City would have been... They were at it. I really thought City were back, but my headlines was their pressing game and how high they were. Because if you're going to play against City and you're going to play that high, you're going to turn them and you're going to have runners down the side and little opposite movements at the top end of the line. But they were the headlines for me today. But on one game, I thought City looked like the City we know.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the high line, it's risk and reward, isn't it? You know, if you're going to want to go and press in the front, you're going to have a high line because you can't be too stretched in that way anyway. So throughout games, in any games, they're going to concede some chances from having a high line. But, you know, the proof is in the pudding when you said at half-time they were offside 4 times within the 18-yard box. Well, so
yeah, that's not a coincidence.
No, they're working at that, and that's what they're doing. And just... the squad depth that I spoke about before, the talent we've got coming off the bench. With all the injuries we had last season, you would look at the bench sometimes and you would struggle to see who was going to come on and maybe change the game if we needed it. And you've got Marmoush sitting there, you know, I've said before, Cherki coming on, got Phil Foden sitting in the stands. There's so many wonderful, wonderful players in that squad, just not the team that's on the pitch, for us to look forward to. And it's the first game of the season, they're only going to get better.
Oh, yes, Paul. Mic drop.
Yep.
Yes,
Right.
please.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah, done. We're done. Before you go quickly, we've got a couple of other things just to talk about quickly. So as well, we asked you on YouTube to vote for who was your best player on the pitch today, and you have, of course, gone with 67%. You've gone for Tijjani Reijnders, which I think is completely fair. None of us can argue with that. Reijnders is just on his post-match interview where he was asked about the intensity of the Premier League, and he says it is indeed as intense as he was expecting. So good. We are happy about that. Also, congratulations to all of you that predicted 4-0, including Mr. Paul Dickov in the studio here. 297 of you on the app predicted a 4-0 win and Haaland for first goal scorer as well. So you can play along with that every game. mancity.com and the app play along with that next week's score and first goal scorer as well. So it was a wonderful opening day, of course, City taking on Wolves. But we will indeed be challenged next week in our first home game of the season as we will welcome Thomas Frank's Spurs to the Etihad Stadium. That is a 12:30 kickoff UK time next Saturday. Spurs had a 3-0 victory against Burnley today. And of course, as you mentioned, it is Thomas Frank. He has taken over. Lots of new players there as well. Lots of injured players. Sadly, they've also lost people like Son, of course. Finally, at last, Son, who always torments us. So next Saturday is definitely going to be a challenge. Are you looking forward to it, Paul?
Yeah, it'll be a tough game. Tough game. And, I know they won 3-0 at home. Change the system, but knowing Thomas Frank's teams when he goes away to the big clubs like he done against PSG in the week, I'll be pretty sure it's going to be 3-4-3, 3-5-2, 5 at the back, and looking to hit us in the counter-attack, because Thomas has done that so well at Brentford over the years, and he does adapt his formations to the teams he's playing against.
Yeah, we when we get to see the highlights later of the Spurs game, Mark, of course, we didn't get to watch it today. It'll be interesting as well to see, similar to what I said to you, what sort of City team today, what sort of Spurs team is there going to be under Thomas Frank? What we do know is that obviously Thomas Frank has caused difficulty for City over the years. In this game last year, City were tonked 4-0 at home as well. It was a low point of the season for me. So I'm really looking forward to next Saturday. Yeah,
I think it'll be a great game. I watched Tottenham against PSG during the week and I thought they were excellent. What'll be interesting, if I was to take what I took from the PSG game and watching City today, it's a real risk and reward because Tottenham are a mid to low block counter-pressing, counter-attacking team. But what they'll have better than Wolves is in the top line and the front line. They've got some really high-end quality. Richarlison got another 2 goals today. Kudos, they signed from West Ham, is a really, really good player. So it'll be, if it was a boxing match, it'd be 2 real ultimate clashes of styles. It should be a really good game.
I'm nervous. I'm a little bit nervous about it.
I'm nervous for you because you made me nervous today.
I'm always...
Natalie, you were nervous at 4-0. 2 minutes to go.
I didn't want us to lose the clean sheet. It's always something. But I do think next week will be a real moment for us. Start early, obviously, second game of the season, to really benchmark where we are.
It will, and it'll be a tough game, and repeating myself there, Thomas Frank will make it really difficult. The quality of players, the pace they've got going forward, that Mark's just mentioned there. But look, if we can build on that today, we'll probably cause them a lot more problems than what they'll cause us as well.
And I can't wait to get back home as well.
And get back to the Etihad.
Back to the Etihad for the first home game of the season. Thank you. Paul, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
For being here.
As
really
always.
Enjoyed it. Mark, thank you so much for coming to see us.
Loved it, thank you.
Best of luck with the season, because you're under-21s manager now, coach at Birmingham.
I am indeed, yeah. It's good to be back coaching. I really enjoyed it. Love academy football, great to develop, so really, really pleased, and thank you for that.
Very best of luck to you. Really, really good luck to you. Thank you very much for being here. And thank you, all of you, for joining us on Matchday Live for the first Premier League game of the season. What an absolute joy. It's been 4-0. Thank you to everybody that commented on YouTube as well. Don't forget, you can get 70+ live games on City Plus this season. Phenomenal. Obviously, there was the Academy game earlier on today that I'm sure many of you watched as well. And, of course, there was the game last weekend where I had the absolute joy of travelling to Palermo last week. Palermo, I've pronounced that wrong now for a week solid. Palermo last week for the friendly that I've done it again, haven't I? It's fine. We had a game last week in Sicily. It was wonderful. Shall we have a look at the best bits of the show? Bye.
Hello and welcome, Manchester City fans around the world. We are here at the Renzo Barbera Stadium in Palermo.
And of course, because it's such a special occasion, we have brought 2 of our absolute favourite guests over to Sicily with us. 2 real Matchday Live legends, 2 Manchester City legends as well. One captained her country and Manchester City, and she's basically City royalty at this point. And the other has proved that you don't need to be tall to be a giant in this game. It's Sean Wright Phillips.
Applauso a Davide Buddista di Sporting.
Oh, it's coming!
Framing it.
Oh, Lord! Supercon happened!
I had a really good point about John Stones there as well, and now it's gone, but I saved you, Nat, so it's fine.
Where is Guardiola? Pep Guardiola, number 1.
Numero 14. Nico Gonzalez.
Now joining us ringside is Argentinian and Palermo legend Javier Pastore.
Come on, away from the front, you. All that.
we look forward to seeing you next week and for the rest of the season. Last thing for us to say is come on City and good night.